Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to a brand new episode of Hero Huddle. This is a show where I, Tomahawk,
I, Stu,
and I, Tristan,
we discuss the pop culture nerd news of the week, and we do silly little goofs and bits.
I love bits.
Yeah, me too. I'm tired. I just got off work. I rushed here to record. You guys don't know what it's like. You just don't know what it's like.
I don't know what it's like.
It's normally you guys that have to do that.
I gave you like an extra 7 minutes.
Yeah, you did. And I took that 7 minutes to try and find your phone number.
It was the longest 7 minutes of my life.
Doesn't seem like a good thing. All right, so what we're talking about this week is there may be some restructuring going on at DC Studios pretty soon. We're going to be talking about a Star Wars movie that is apparently no more. And we're going to be talking about what we've been watching and reading and playing this week. Time codes in the description, maybe? Yeah, probably not. I'm not doing it. I normally say that I'm going to do it, and generally I just forget. But hey, if they are there, that's pretty impressive, and you should like this video and subscribe and tell your friends about it. And if I didn't, okay, hey, if you like and subscribe and leave a comment, that'll encourage more people to watch this video. And if enough people watch, we can get like an assistant who can do all that work for me. And the videos will get better.
We're going to pay an assistant before any of us get paid.
That's right.
All right. I just we're all on the same page.
Yeah. So, let's go ahead and jump into it. We're going to talk about The Hunt for Ben Solo, a Star Wars movie that sadly never was. This was going to be a movie that was starring Adam Driver, reprising his role as Ben Solo. And it was going to be directed by Steven Soderbergh, I believe. I believe he directed Ocean's 11. Logan Lucky.
Berg. I haven't seen a single one of his movies.
You haven't seen Ocean's 11?
I've never seen 1 through 10 or 11.
Wow. What about 12?
Nope.
13?
I have not seen however many there were after 11. I have not seen those either. So 1 through Infinite Oceans, I've not seen.
You've never seen the ocean?
Not those.
How did you direct Lilo and Stitch, but you didn't see the ocean?
I told you I was remote. See, that's not going to make sense because we did this one first.
I know.
We're calling back to the future.
We're calling back to the future. Marty McFly is really confused why we're calling him. Joke for nobody, because I might have to cut it.
Patreon, it's all right.
Yep. So as Steve Soderbergh, and they've been working on this movie for a couple of years, and they went to Lucasfilm, and they were like, "Hey, Lucasfilm, we think this would be a good movie." And you know what Lucasfilm said?
Sure.
They said, sure.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, sounds good. And they tried to, set aside money for the budget. And they take the pitch to Bob Iger. Who's the head of Disney.
Yep.
And he's just like, he died. He died in the last Star Wars movie. So, no, I don't see how he can be alive. That's the rationale they gave, is we don't know how he's alive. He kind of died at the end of the last movie.
Okay, but somehow Palpatine returned is okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just getting all my ducks in a row here.
You have a very firm grasp of the situation. Somehow, Ben Solo was not able to return.
Honestly, that's a W for Bob Iger. That's good, honestly.
I don't know if it is. Like, we have people like campaigning to try and get this movie made now.
They think they want it. They don't. There has been this like Star Wars prequels level of like nostalgia for the sequels.
And that's just going to increase over time.
I know it will. And it's okay to like those movies. I'm going to say this first. It's okay to like the Star Wars sequels because it's okay to like the prequels too. Are the prequels good movies? No, they are not
bad.
good
They're
movies.
bad movies.
And you posting GIFs on Twitter to try to convince people that the sequels are good movies is not going to work. They are bad movies. They might look better than the prequels, but they are written awfully, and it pretty much kills any legacy the original trilogy had or was trying to make for itself.
I'm going to say this. Star Wars is not a good franchise. Most of what comes out of Star Wars is bad.
I disagree.
Really think about what I'm saying here.
I understand what you're saying.
And I'm not just talking movies.
I know.
We're talking comics. We're talking video games. We're talking the TV shows. The percentage of good stuff, truly good, everything okay and above. I'm sorry. There's no way it's over 50%.
I think that's fair. That makes sense. Yeah, sure. I disagree, but sure.
And you know what? That's fine.
Yeah. I
love
fight your head
stupid
off over
things.
it. But
I want the internet to.
yeah. But I'm not going to sit here and have someone tell me that the sequels are actually like really good. People just hate on them because of XYZ. No, most of the reasons that people hate the sequels are well founded in actual like reality.
I think there's some good reasons. I think some of the reasons people list out are nonsense.
Some of them. And those are children on the internet who are like, I don't like it because Rey's a girl. And I don't like it because black guy.
Yeah. If your rationale has something to do with storytelling or filmmaking, sure. It's probably valid. If it's something to do with misogyny or racism, please shut up. I swear to God, please.
Yeah, your opinion doesn't matter, actually, and you're less than a human. About like 3/5 of a human.
But yeah, what would you guys have wanted to see out of this movie? Would you have wanted to see it if it did happen? What would you want to see it in?
I think I've already answered that. Tristan, you go.
Is there anything? Hold on, Stu. Is there anything this movie could do that would be able to redeem any of the sequel movies in your mind?
It would have to do like the Star Wars open and say all that shit in The Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker did not happen. It was a fever dream. Rey had a dream, like a Force dream, and she wakes up at the end of Force Awakens like, oh, that was weird. That's it.
What about you, Tristan?
Yes.
I am begging you to elaborate.
I don't know if I have anything to add, like of substance.
When you say yes, are you just agreeing with Stu or?
Yes.
Okay, because that wasn't really clear.
I'm so indifferent.
That's fine.
That's bad. But you got to say that. You got to say, I'm indifferent. I don't care.
Yes,
this is unfortunately a show where we have to talk. But yeah, you don't care about Ben Solo.
Yeah. No. There's like nothing there. I have nothing to give. Just blank.
And that's fine. It's okay. And you know why? Because Star Wars isn't a good franchise and we can't fathom this movie being good anymore. I'm at a point where I'm just like, yeah, you know what, Disney, do whatever you want. I'll watch it if we're doing this show and then I'll make fun of it. But I can't bear to try and get excited about any of this stuff anymore.
Yeah.
But you know what really surprises me? That Adam Driver wants to do it.
Yeah.
He wants money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like he came up with the idea and it's not like
money.
He's not like it's hurting for money or anything. Like he's been a successful actor for a while.
He's got a crippling gambling and chocolate milk addiction. I mean, he's got to pay that somehow. And Star Wars is the way to do it. That's his moneymaker right there. And he's like, oh, I only get 3? All right.
It was in this moment that I realized what my downfall would be if I was like a Hollywood A-list celebrity.
What's that?
Because I don't drink alcohol. I don't do drugs. But when you said chocolate milk addiction, I was like, oh no, that's me. I had a vision of my future. I freaking love chocolate milk.
Oh my God. I feel like my vice would probably be like food, and I'd just go out like Chris Farley. I think that'd be my fate if I was Hollywood rich.
What would be your downfall, Tristan?
I feel like I would just like blow through all of it on dumb stuff, like just records and like nerd stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, yeah.
He taking out loans to get more memorabilia.
Yeah.
And then hoping that you get another movie soon to pay off that loan you took out on the life-size Watto from the Phantom Menace.
That's a deep callback. When I asked you the question of what you would do, and you were like, I was like, I swear to God, he's about to say yes.
I thought about it.
I saw it in your eyes.
Honestly, big ambitions. He wants to do it all.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else we have to say on this topic?
Let the past die. Don't make any more sequel related things.
I want more sequel related things. I'm sick of where Star Wars has been stuck. Honestly,
We've only been in sequel stuff. Like,
that's not true.
well, like in between original and sequel.
Yeah, that's exhausting to me. I'm sick of it.
I'm sure it is. I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm like, all right, that's like a lot of the Mandalorian Grogu that we're getting. That being said, though, like the Ahsoka series was kind of fun for me because I got to see what was going on with Ahsoka after the show. The cartoon was great, by the way. It's like probably the best Star Wars content there is out there. I'll be completely honest, which I know might be a low bar, but I mean, for people who like Star Wars, that's like really good. That's like when like Jesus shows up in the Bible, you know,
It's a big deal.
it is a big deal.
It's like, I've been waiting for this guy to show up. They've been talking about it, like
Finally.
him showing up for a while.
Yeah. So
Pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I want them. One of my big issues with Star Wars when it got bought by Disney is that they decanonized a lot of the reading material, the Legends content. Just start bringing it back, because I know there was an interview with Kathleen Kennedy. I don't think she's there anymore, but
I think she is.
She is. They interviewed her like a couple years ago, and she's like, it's hard to find more content to put out for Star Wars because there's no source material. I'm like, that's because y'all like decanonize all the source material that there could be. That's why you don't have any source material. Just bring that stuff back. It's just you created a problem that you didn't need to create.
I see why they did it. Like, if you do like jump into like a sequel trilogy and you've kept all the canon stuff from the books and all the extended universe stuff, it's just like, okay, they killed Chewbacca. Like, I think you'd kind of have a hard time getting audiences on board with, hey, we killed Chewbacca off screen.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what they were trying to sort of avoid. Also, there's a few characters that like you can't kill off in Star Wars. And it's the ones that don't look like people.
Like Jar Jar.
Jar Jar. If they ever bring him back, which I think they will, would you guys watch a Jar Jar series?
Yeah. Honestly, like religiously, I would watch it.
Yeah.
I'd get every episode the minute it releases.
I want a Jar.
Like,
sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say, if it was intentionally funny, I would.
It needs to be a comedy, I think. Or like really dramatic, like Dexter. Like it just needs to be like super like serious.
He's a serial killer?
Yeah, I think not just like maybe not Dexter, but like Breaking Bad. It needs to be really serious, like Breaking Bad, like a drama. But it's like Jar Jar.
I like the idea that it is a serious show in the tone of Breaking Bad. But I do think that the theme song should just be the bass line from Seinfeld. P.U.E.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a lot of the stuff from the old canon that probably doesn't need to see the light of day. There was like a good amount of stuff that was like just like kind of weird. But there's like a lot of good material in there that could like even just like alluding to in some of your content, be like, oh yeah, like if they did the Acolyte, because I know the Acolyte takes like 100 years or so before the prequels, I think, or maybe like a few hundred years. Just like mentioning like Darth Revan and things like that, or things like from like Knights of the Old Republic that real Star Wars fans would recognize. They make so much money,
but also I don't care about those things.
I know you don't, but you also don't care about what they did, like with the sequels.
Hey. No, I did care because I liked Force Awakens. I didn't hate Last Jedi.
I did.
I know. And I think we may have talked about it at the time. And we talked about this a bit when we did our Star Wars, like ranked, like worst Star Wars, the best Star Wars. I'm sure we got caught up in the weeds of The Last Jedi. But again, I don't feel precious with Star Wars canon. I thought Last Jedi was fine for what it was. I walked out, I was like, that was an all right movie. I didn't love it, but I was like, yeah, it's fine. I hate Rise of Skywalker. That's a stinky movie.
It is. They fly now.
They fly now. real garbage heap. But I think the best way forward to save Star Wars is maybe make something that's like good. And I know there's a lot of people yelling Andor at their screen right now. Making a movie that's released in theaters that's good would be a good start.
Yeah. I really do.
I think moving ahead with a Ben Solo movie is interesting because not everything works in the sequel trilogy, but I think most audience members liked Kylo Ren. When he wasn't just Darth Vader again, I think he was an interesting character.
Yeah, I think his like character story definitely was. I think it went the right direction, but it was just poor writing. Like him returning to the good side in the last movie, that was like where I had hoped it would go, but again, it was written so poorly. I'm like, oh my!
We can sit here all day about what we wanted from the sequel trilogy, and it's not what I got. What I wanted, that's not on screen. But again,
Lucas back. That's what we need to do.
I think if you just, I don't think that would do it.
I don't think so either.
The prequels are bad. I'm sorry. Prequels are bad.
I know. We've already said that.
I know.
Bringing Lucas back won't fix anything. It really won't. Oh, well.
I would like to know what he would have done with the sequels, like in depth, but
more CGI like creatures, I think. That's kind of always his thing with like his versions of like the original. The prequels.
Prequels and the originals.
But the originals, like every special edition that they came out with was just him throwing in more CGI creatures. And they were just like, hey, this doesn't look good. He goes, I don't care. I want to put it in. This is my vision.
This is the most advanced technology we have right now. And it looks a little bit better than a PS2 cutscene.
Can you imagine the day like they're all at like this like writers meeting and they're all waiting on George, and then he kicks in the door and rolls out this big green sheet. He goes, look what I just found. That was the end of it all. Beginning of the end.
All right. A lot of the time, we're talking about movies, we're talking about the characters, the sort of fictional universes they live in, but we're going to be talking a little bit some like real world inside baseball kind of stuff with the possible restructuring going on at DC Studios. And honestly, I don't have all the information. Neither do any of us. We're going to be sort of speculating and trying to, make sense of what we know of what's going on here. So, many years ago now, Warner Brothers and Discovery merged into one company. And since then, they've had Victor Zaslav as their sort of CEO who's like in charge of everything, right? and he has been basically scrapping this company for parts. He is the reason why, like, we never saw Batgirl, and like had that written off as a tax credit. Same with that Looney Tunes movie where it was Wile E. Coyote versus Acme.
Someone bought that though.
So, yeah, somebody bought that, but that's why it didn't come out under Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
But like, he's been scrapping the company, trying to make things as profitable on paper as possible. For this inevitable time where they would put the company up for sale. Also recently, Warner Brothers and Discovery were like, maybe this merger wasn't such a good idea. It's not working out very well, is it? And they've kind of started to split into two companies. So there's a couple of things happening here. But there are a few companies that are interested in buying. What we're going to focus in on is Warner Brothers, because that's where DC Studios is. So, under like Zaslav and his sort of reign, James Gunn and Peter Safran have been the heads of DC Studios. You might not know the name Peter Safran. You probably know James Gunn, but Peter Safran is essentially the money and the numbers guy, and James Gunn is the sort of creative head. They both do what Kevin Feige does over at Marvel, more or less. It always kind of varies with, like, you know, company to company. Like, obviously, like, Kevin Feige hasn't directed a movie like James Gunn has, or written anything. He's just kind of the creative head. But now we're looking at companies that are looking to buy Warner Brothers, and that means that there are going to be some restructurings, like probably layoffs. We're looking at a lot of, like, you know, corporate changes that are going to be occurring in the near future. So what do you guys think this means for DC?
I think it depends on who buys, if there is a buy, if someone does buy it. What that kind of means will kind of depend on who gets it. Do we know anything about money-wise, like what they're looking to sell for, or what?
I can try and look it up. I know that, like, Apple was looking at purchasing. And I can't quite remember who else was sort of in the mix.
I think Inspire Brands was also thinking about purchasing. They've been doing some purchasing lately too.
Should we make an offer to buy Warner Brothers?
I think an offer, honestly, it couldn't hurt.
Okay, so how much as a collective should we put down to purchase Warner Brothers? I say $4.
Including my life savings, I'll give 10.
Okay. That is very generous of you.
You know, if this was like, I'd have to go with like maybe $8 at the most. I think that's the most I can do. It's still really up in the air how well James Gunn's going to do. He did great with, you know, Peacemaker and Superman so far, but there's a lot of projects on the table right now that he's got to really show up for. And you know, I don't think it's worth $10 quite yet. from me, you know, a collective $24. I'm not sure yet.
So a quick Google says that it is $30 per share, which is not helpful at all. That's per share.
Yeah. That seems small.
It's hard to tell with these companies what their shares are worth. Like, they're only worth as much as we pretend they are.
Well, money is fake.
Yeah.
I feel like Apple is like up there with Disney in being like one of the companies that I don't want to buy Warner Brothers. I feel like Apple, I just don't see the vision with them. Apple Vision, anyway.
Pro?
Apple Vision Pro Max 24. I just don't see them like really getting into, because they have like their own streaming service or TV service, whatever it is. It's Apple. What is it? Apple TV now?
Apple TV, yeah.
Because it used to be Apple TV Plus.
Which was a stupid name.
Which was a stupid name.
Yeah.
Which, you know, kind of goes hand in hand with like the HBO Max rebranding to Max and then rebranding to HBO Max again. Stupid. I hated that.
Pretty bad.
So I don't think there's any Apple shows that I really was excited to watch that I couldn't because it's on Apple TV only. I just don't see like anything from them. And like you said, Apple's like their studio isn't going to be working on anything. It'll still be like Warner Brothers working on stuff. But
Severance? I think Severance is on Apple TV.
I think it's the only show that I would be interested in. But I mean, I haven't even bothered like trying to find a way to watch it.
Same.
There's a few good shows on Apple TV. They have Ted Lasso, Severance.
Oh yeah, Ted Lasso. That's probably their biggest one, isn't it?
Yeah, probably is, yeah.
The studio just raked in a bunch of Emmys from Seth Rogen.
Studio.
Shrinking. They have a lot of stuff.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Imagine if Netflix bought.
That is. I was about to say that Netflix, Paramount, Comcast, Amazon, and Apple are some of the companies that are looking at purchasing Warner Brothers Discovery.
What is Viacom up to? I haven't heard them in a while.
I do not know. Couldn't tell you.
It used to be a household name back in the day. Oh, they owned Paramount.
Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna say I can't say that I was gonna say it because no one's gonna believe me.
Because you did.
It's what I thought, but I doubted myself too much. I was like, no, that's got to be something else.
Yeah, well, that's Viacom.
That's what I get for doubting myself.
Right.
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
We know it's all right.
Yeah, I know. I know you know. So, of these options, who would you want to see it? Like, get it?
Tristan, you go first. I'm not sure.
I would say Netflix or Apple TV.
I think Paramount, honestly, would be fine. I'm kind of the opposite of Tristan. I think like Netflix is probably like the worst case scenario, like even more so than like Apple.
Interesting.
I really.
Why'd you say that?
It's just like their track record of how they treat their own IPs already. They'll like we've talked a bit about like Stranger Things and things like that. But they take a long time for production. Wow. They take a long time to produce anything, which is becoming more standard nowadays, I have noticed. But the shows never feel like they should take that long to produce. Like the special effects in these shows are never like mind-bogglingly good. The scripts are never like expertly written, compared to other things. I'm not a writer, so I can't really give too much on that, but it always feels like there's a lot of money and time for very little payoff sometimes. And then they take their most successful shows and then kind of like, all right, see ya, one season's enough. Or, oh, you had 3 seasons? Cool, we're going to replace your main actor completely. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, I don't know why you're doing that. Anyway, I just don't like the way that they kind of like treat their own IPs and things like that. So I think it'd be...
They also don't value like theatrical releases as much as they should.
Yes. Yeah, imagine if like the next they sell to Netflix and like the next Superman comes out straight to Netflix. Tragic.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
Insane.
But I also think Netflix, they need a marquee name. At the moment, they are their biggest brand is Stranger Things, and we know that they're about to drop the last chunk of Stranger Things. So what do they have after that? Because Netflix used to be a home of a lot of big shows, and Stranger Things, I think, is the last one.
Used to be Squid Game, but they're done too.
Yeah.
Games is done. The Witcher is coming back for another couple seasons, but they did replace Henry Cavill with Liam Hemsworth, I think.
Correct.
One avenue, I know that it's not really like the Netflix name. There's like, oh yeah, that's Netflix, but they are making money off of a lot of anime now. They're just getting anime rights left and right, and I think they made more than Crunchyroll did off of anime alone last year. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember hearing. So they're kind of like taking these shows, licensing them, and then they're saying, hey, you can only watch this anime on Netflix. And you're like, oh, well, I guess I gotta go get Netflix now. Gotta go watch
Yeah.
that show. Which, hey, if Peacemaker season 3 comes out on Netflix, people are going to buy Netflix to watch it.
Maybe.
I think so.
I feel like Peacemaker just isn't a big enough hit for it, honestly. Like, nerds like Peacemaker, but like, my dad doesn't want to watch it.
Really?
Yeah,
It's also like kind of gross too. Like,
it is. Yeah,
yeah, if you're not really of like the mindset of like liking something because it's like grotesque, then you might not. You're probably not going to Peacemaker, even if you like
Sure.
like are familiar with him, comic wise or not. A lot of soft dicks hanging around.
yeah.
At an orgy. Did we talk
Just,
about the orgy scene?
We did. We did.
I can't remember.
Because I watched that on my phone at the gym, and it horrified me. It popped up out of freaking nowhere.
It does.
And we changed to SpongeBob.
I guess that's the other thing is that like how are they going to handle like more like graphic nudity compared? Because I don't think a lot of Netflix shows really show much more than boobs. I think.
Yeah. I feel like maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
But you don't have to have graphic nudity.
No, you don't have to, but it seems like that's what James Gunn likes to do when he's allowed. Because at Marvel, he wasn't allowed to do that. But at DC, they're like, "Oh yeah, go wild."
Yeah.
Have fun.
It was kind of crazy that we saw Superman's dong in that movie.
It's about as big as I thought it would be too. It looked
Yeah.
delicious.
It was a surprising color, Tristan.
I'm just gonna play along. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You can't yes and, so just yes. Yes is fine. But yeah, I don't know. I can't remember which company it was that made this offer, but I think one of them even offered to have Victor Zaslav come. Is it Zaslav? David Zaslav. Victor Zaz is a Batman villain. Zaslav was going to continue to be the CEO or CFO or whatever. He was still going to be the head of the company. And I'm like, why would you want that?
I don't know.
Pretty wild.
Yeah. I don't know enough about the guy to really have an opinion one way or another, but from what you told me, I'm like, maybe that's not the best.
I have my thoughts, and those have been my thoughts. So that's second worst case scenario probably for me is Netflix. Worst case scenario, probably Disney.
I'd say worst case is probably
For sure.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Amazon wouldn't be too bad. You know, they did War of the Worlds, but, you know, that was a COVID movie, so you can't really fault them too much on that.
Right.
What if they just remade that, but now it has superheroes in it? Like Ice Cube's just looking at his screen. He's watching Superman trying to stop the alien invasion. He's just like, oh my God.
It was you.
It was you.
Literally, that movie cannot get worse. It can only get better. So, put superheroes in it.
Yeah. I think it'd be a good way to improve it. But, yeah, just not had a great time. I'm not super optimistic. I think James Gunn even mentioned that he might not be with the company depending on how that goes. Because Superman was financially successful, but it didn't make $1 billion. Peacemaker season 2, again, it's not on the same level as like Stranger Things or like a massive TV show. It's just a moderate show. Superman's a moderate movie. There's a chance we lose James Gunn. Like, I think that is doubtful, but it is a possibility.
I really feel like there needs to be some kind of like regression in filmmaking before things start to feel better, I think. Because when you really look at like Superman, let me try to see if I can find on the list here. Superman worldwide made $615 million, which is not that bad and that puts it in the top 10 of earners this year for worldwide box office. I really feel like if they can get that production cost lower for these movies, because I mean, we watched Iron Man last week. I mean, I don't think the production cost on Iron Man was as much as like a superhero movie nowadays.
Yeah, I don't think so. We can look it up.
It looked really good. I feel like the way they're making these movies isn't efficient, or not, or maybe it is efficient, but it's not but it's like also costly at the same time. I don't know what the problem is here, because something's wrong.
This is not the website that I wanted to go to.
Pornhub.
Yeah. That is the website I wanted to go to, but I went to the wrong video.
I feel like with these budgets, they should be able to make movies that like look really good, especially if they have like giant squiggle men in them. And you know, because Superman, for the most part, it didn't have much like glaringly bad CGI. There was definitely some parts that stuck out as very like, pretty sus.
The middle chunk of the movie, like the black hole section, that freaky little CGI baby that I hate.
I don't remember his name. Was it Francis or something like that?
Where's Francis? I don't think so. But I can tell you, I hated him.
Name was Joey.
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 I like Joey. He looked ugly, but I liked him.
I would like him, but Joey doesn't share food, so I don't like him.
Fair enough. Well, you white people and your friends.
I hate Friends. I'm sorry. It's a cultural touchstone.
Yeah.
And I don't really know why.
If we're looking like domestically for Superman, though, it's in the top like 5 earners domestically.
So I looked it up. Iron Man 1 has a budget between $130 and $140 million. And it made $585.8 mil.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
So they, yeah, turned a profit.
Yeah. Superman earned $350 million in domestic. It was in third place behind Minecraft movie and Lilo and Stitch, 2 children's movies, which are going to get really high box office numbers because there are a lot of children in America. So really, it being like the highest grossing like PG-13 or higher movie this year, that's pretty good. But then people are like, especially online, the current like rhetoric going around is that it was kind of like a flop. But I'm like, it wasn't a flop. It did fine, and it reviewed fine.
It did fine. It reviewed fine. Also, like with these superhero movies, they don't necessarily have to make all their money back at the box office. That's where you want to get most of it, especially to like, have on paper, look at all the money we made. But like Superman toys, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Like action figures, posters, merchandise, shirts. Yeah. There's a ton of stuff that goes into like what is profit for a movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure everybody that's watching this has seen that clip of Matt Damon talking about why DVDs aren't sold anymore and how that hurts like lower budget movies. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
It sounds familiar, but no.
Oh wait, maybe.
I think it was on Hot Ones, but he was essentially saying back in the day when like you had to purchase physical media or like you had to go to a rental store to like, get a tape or a DVD or Blu-ray or whatever. A movie didn't have to recoup all of its budget at the box office because there was a secondary market to sell the movie.
Oh yeah, you go to Blockbuster and rent it for the weekend. Like that.
But now, like with streaming, and audiences have become so comfortable with streaming, they don't purchase physical media like they used to. So that secondary market's just not there. So that puts even more of a pressure to make movies that will make their money back at the box office. So that's why you don't see nearly as many like mid-budget movies as you used to. the type of movies that Matt Damon and Matthew McConaughey and like those types from like the, you know, early aughts and late 90s. Those types of movies, they just don't really get made anymore. It's either very low budget or very high budget.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And yeah, that's kind of where we are. And what you said about the other movies being kids' movies, like, I think Superman is a kids' movie.
I think yes, but not like at heart, if that makes sense. Like when you think of like the Minecraft movie or like, well, okay,
It's a family movie.
yeah, it's a family movie. When you see Lilo and Stitch, that is for children because
Ghost?
Because when you see like Lilo and Stitch, you know that like a lot of older people are gonna be like, oh, it's a remake of my stuff of like old Lilo and Stitch. I don't want to see it, but like then you have kids who are like, that looks hilarious. I want to go watch it. Minecraft movie. You have children and you have people who are terminally online who are pretty much just mentally children. But when it's Superman, I would say family movie more than just like specifically a children's movie for sure.
Can I rant about Lilo and Stitch for a bit?
You get 2 minutes.
Thank you. I feel like that's plenty. I hate how ugly that movie looks. It is like, it looks like a commercial. It's like, it's like a candy bar commercial.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is a movie? This is what you're doing to Lilo and Stitch? I rewatched that movie earlier this year, and what, you don't like Lilo and Stitch?
Oh, I don't think I'll ever watching it. I thought it was fine, actually. I really thought it was fine.
I'm talking about the original. The original Lilo and Stitch.
I thought you rewatched the new one.
No, I haven't seen the new one. I'm just talking about trailers or whatever. I kind of just don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm not. Look, I know all the stuff that they change in the plot and why, whatever. I don't care about that because I haven't seen it. And if I do see it, I'll rant about it. Spoilers for later in the episode. I'm going to rant for a while about Scooby-Doo from 2002. So maybe 20 something years from now, I'll watch the remake of Lilo and Stitch and I'm going to come in with a lot of energy at it. But it really upsets me that movies don't look like movies anymore. So few movies look like movies, and it's driving me bananas. I actually like when movies look like movies. Be a movie.
What specifically about Lilo and Stitch, the new one, did you?
It looks so flat. Okay? The color grading is so like dull, especially what I was saying before of like when I look back at the original Lilo and Stitch, and you know, I get it, it's a cartoon, but like it's Hawaii and the colors are so lush and like vivid. It feels like a warm place to be. Like, it feels like if you were there, it would be pretty. And the new movie, it isn't pretty. It is it looks like it's filmed on an iPhone, and it's just boring. There's no like thought behind the cinematography. It's just here's what we're trying to show you, instead of like trying to make, oh, here's the thing that we're trying to show you, but also it looks pretty.
Yeah. I'll be honest though. I actually directed the new Lilo and Stitch. And I made it look that way because I want to stop all the tourism to Hawaii. We gotta get tourists out of there. So I made it look ugly on purpose.
All right.
People be like, oh, I don't want to go to Hawaii. It looks ugly over there. Because tourism is ruining Hawaii. And I will probably never go to Hawaii because I feel really strongly about that.
I think you mean go to Hawaii again because you filmed it there, right?
Oh, I was remote, actually.
Oh, you directed the entire movie remotely.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I have one final question for you.
Yeah.
The real reason I didn't see this movie, they got rid of Gantu. Why'd you do that?
He wasn't necessary for the plot.
I hate you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna track you down and I'm gonna tickle you.
Don't you?
I'm gonna tickle you real bad.
Don't you never want to go to Hawaii now?
Yep.
It's all right. He'll be in the next one. It takes place in Philadelphia, where Nani's going to school.
Do you remember when everyone really got up in arms when they heard that Gantu wasn't going to be in that movie?
Yeah.
When I rewatched the original, I was like, oh, he's barely in this. He's in it for like 4 minutes.
It's because he was in the show. Because he was like the villain of the show. So people watch the movie and they watch the show, which was pretty good. And they're like, well, what about the show? Like he's supposed to be here and get stuck on Earth for some reason. Even though didn't he get like arrested in the first one?
I think so.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Yeah.
How do you get back to Earth? I don't know. Anyway, I didn't direct that. I only directed the live action version, so I don't know anything about that.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
he was barely in it. And he'll be in the next one. Don't worry.
Tristan, do you have any thoughts on the cinematography of the Lilo and Stitch remake?
Yes, give me your notes. I need to make improvements to the next one to make sure people really want to go to Philadelphia.
I haven't seen it, but it sounds gray. Just me. Boring and just, nothing to rave about.
It definitely didn't like really focus on any of like the actual beauty of Hawaii for the most part. A lot of it takes place in like kind of like enclosed areas where it's like, oh, that's like a nice set that you did in Hawaii, but
Right.
like, it's very rarely just like natural beauty of Hawaii, and I did that on purpose.
Again, it's just so dull. I Googled Lilo and Stitch 2025 scene. Again, it's just so meh.
Yeah.
Just feels like a beige were a movie.
Who knows? Maybe if you go to Hawaii, you're like, oh wow, it looks just like the Lilo and Stitch remake movie. That's crazy.
Yeah. I pull up my iPhone and be like, wow, it really looks like I'm filming Lilo and Stitch right now.
There he goes.
Wow.
Okay.
Good show.
So, yep, what a show.
What a good show.
What a stupid thing. All right. What a good show. What was the other thing we wanted to talk about? There was something else. Oh, the hunt for Ben Solo.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Actually, I want to try something a little different.
Ooh,
So what have you guys been like watching and reading and, getting into this week?
Hey, you want to go first?
Sure. Before we recorded this,
He's gone.
Right to the point. This is what happens.
hello? Okay.
Okay, you're back.
Hey.
Sorry. Right before we recorded this, I started watching the new Pennywise show
Ooh, how is that?
Welcome to Derry. I'm about halfway through the first episode. It's good so far. The opening sequence is scary. But it's been kind of fine after that. I'm not in love with it yet because it's still pretty early, but I'm excited to see Pennywise. I like that they got young kids to play kids. They're not just like young adults. They look like children. So yeah, I'm excited for it. Hopefully it's good.
That's
Fair. Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
happening
It's the end.
at the end of this week, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marvel Zombies.
Yeah. What could have been? Well, actually, to be fair, they did release Marvel Zombies on Marvel Rivals. That's what I've been doing this last week is playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. They released the Zombies mode.
Nice.
You fight a giant Namor zombie and a giant Wanda zombie.
Why are they giant?
I don't know. So my headcanon is that they are testing out how bigger character models work so they can add like Ant-Man to the game. That's what I think, which would be cool.
When you say giant, like how big are we talking?
Probably like 2 stories.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of talked a little bit earlier about what I want to talk about now. Do you guys have anything else you want to say before I go on this rant?
I have been playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 on my PS3. It is a take on the Civil War run, and it's pretty fun. It's a little bit basic compared to like the other the first one and the X-Men Legends series. There's a little bit more basic RPG elements to this one, but the story's pretty good. You get specific heroes based on which side you pick, registration or rebellion, things like that. Pretty cool. I think I'm like 3/4 of the way done. I played all day today.
Nice.
It's really good.
I'm happy that you're having fun.
I like activated someone's neurons with this bit here because someone had played that as a kid and has not thought of it since until I just said it.
Is Deadpool involved with that?
He is in it, actually.
Yeah.
You meet him in Washington, D.C., and you save a senator that looks just like who's the old man?
Senator Kelly?
No.
Colonel Sanders.
Joe
Why
Byron?
can't I think of the old man who made
Bernie Sanders. The old man who made Marvel? Stan Lee?
Stan Lee? I kept thinking Spike Lee for some reason.
Yep, that's him.
Yeah. So you save a senator that looks just like Spike Lee, and Deadpool goes, "Don't I know you from somewhere?" And that's the whole joke.
Stan Lee, Spike Lee, they're brothers. What a stupid bit.
Man.
Forever ago, when I was in high school, I think I was at a Chick-fil-A. When they asked for my name, I told them Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
And so the cashier said, somebody's been playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what that is. Also, the Deadpool movie hadn't come out yet, so it was a pretty deep cut.
Mhm.
I was gonna say, this one came out. I don't know when it came out, but I was looking at like the cast for it, and they had Steve Blum, who's like a really popular voice actor.
Okay.
Playing Wolverine. I think he does Wolverine for almost every like animated adaptation of Wolverine.
Okay.
So that was pretty cool. Trying to find who played Deadpool.
Nolan North, maybe?
No,
That was for the other game.
really
That's for...
voice.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do a quick scroll here. John Cassier did the PS2 version. I think that's what I want. Anyway, I'm not gonna hold up on that
Okay.
for too long because it's not really important.
All right. So, as for me, earlier this week, my fiance and I watched Scooby-Doo from the year 2002.
Mhm.
And it was written by James Gunn. And if I ever have the opportunity to talk to James Gunn, interview him, if I ever have the opportunity, I will ask him nothing about DC because I have 300 questions about this movie. I want to talk so badly about this. There was one moment in this movie that made me laugh until I cried. And I saw this. I saw it when it came out, but it had been so long since I had seen it that like so much of it, like, you know, I'm seeing it with adult eyes for the first time is what it felt like. And wow, they
Was it the
killed.
scene when they were farting?
No,
That
they
was fun.
killed Scooby-Doo on screen. And I'm like, that's what broke me. That's what made me laugh until I cried. James Gunn killed Scooby-Doo.
That's what broke you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, specifically, so if you haven't seen it in a while, Scrappy Doo rips Scooby's soul out of his body, and his body just kind of flops over, lifeless.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what broke me is the flop and Shaggy's horrified face at Scooby's dead body. So, like, what are the questions I have about this, James? If you see this, I have a lot of questions, but the biggest question is Scooby-Doo. For most of its history is about kids basically just stopping real estate fraud.
Mm-hmm.
It's normally just a guy in a mask.
Yeah.
So James Gunn sat down and he's like, okay, let's write a Scooby-Doo movie. And the final product is Scrappy-Doo is harvesting human souls so he can become a kaiju and destroy the earth. And I'm like, how did we... That is, it's so far away from like the premise of the show, and I need to know how we got there.
I know how you get there though, and like so. Let me pull up one thing just to prep.
I'm ready.
Scooby-Doo.
Where are you?
I only put one O in do.
Yeah, it still sounds right.
Zombie Island was 1998.
Mm-hmm.
Alien Invaders was 2000. So with the Scooby-Doo movies, you have a consistent like plot of this time the monsters are actually real.
I hear what you're saying.
Show it's been a dude in a mask, but in almost every single not live action, like actually like, you know, hour or more movie has been a real monster or like a real alien. And James Gunn was like, let's just keep that rolling. We're gonna make Scrappy-Doo a demon.
There is no way that James Gunn, a fully grown man, was like, oh, you know what? I need to watch and catch up on the lore of these Scooby-Doo direct-to-DVD movies.
What are you talking about? That's doing proper research for the movie you're about to
He's
do.
not doing it. He didn't do it.
He's the greatest director of our time. He is doing it.
He didn't do it. He has never seen Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island.
I'll email him right now.
Please.
Right, hold on. James Gunn email contact. There we go.
I was talking with somebody at work about this, and they brought up that same thing of, well, in the movies that were coming out at the time that were going straight to DVD, yeah, sometimes the monsters were real. James Gunn did not sit down and watch the direct-to-DVD Scooby-Doo movies.
I'll find out. ContactAnyCelebrity.com.
Because also,
Legit.
Scooby-Doo 2002, great cast. I don't think it's a great movie, but I enjoyed it. I watched it so many times back in the day that I was like, I didn't really need to rewatch this. I remember this whole thing almost verbatim.
Mm-hmm.
But just wow. Again, how did this happen? I feel like the first step is like, okay, when you figure out that Scrappy-Doo is the villain, that makes sense to me. That's a good twist. It's a character that people know and most people don't like. Also, real fast, how do you guys feel about Scrappy-Doo?
I think he's a little overhated.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's funny.
Okay, so I find this fascinating. I think people born after the year like 1990, 1995, somewhere in that range, like people don't hate Scrappy-Doo anymore. It's only people older than that who are old enough to probably remember when they introduced Scrappy. But like if you're a kid and Scrappy's just a part of the lore, you just kind of accept him and you're just like, yeah, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He's always been here. Like, why would I hate this one guy?
Mm-hmm.
How do you DM somebody on Twitter?
I don't think Twitter exists anymore. I think what you're referring to is called something else.
I'll never call it that.
I didn't call it that either. But hey, how old are you, viewer?
Can Gen Alpha please comment and tell me how to DM somebody on X.com?
Do you hate Scrappy-Doo? And how old are you? Just, is there anything to this theory? But yeah, I don't know. Just watching Scooby-Doo get murdered by Scrappy-Doo is very funny.
Also, I love that they have, what's his name in this movie? The guy that plays the head of, like...
Spooky Island?
Yeah.
Rowan Atkinson.
Yes.
Mr. Bean.
Yeah, such an
more
interesting
colloquially
casting choice. Yeah.
Yeah. Margaret said, I feel like Rowan Atkinson and Tony Shalhoub probably go up for the same roles. And I was like, I can see Tony Shalhoub playing this character.
Tony Shalhoub.
Monk. USA's Monk.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that. I can kind of see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But again, great cast. No notes on that cast.
Yeah. Actually, for a second, can we appreciate just how well the guy that's playing Shaggy did everything? Like the voice, I'm pretty sure he's voice acted for him multiple times because of how good he did.
He was like the voice of Shaggy up until they made the movie Scoob.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they casted Will Forte in that.
But yeah, let's get the guy from Scream to do the voice for Shaggy.
But yeah, also in that movie, they just kind of casually reveal the existence of like demons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it doesn't like shake the entire gang to their core.
They're just like, oh, yeah, we've seen worse.
Because speaking of Scream, I feel like that's the instinct. If you're making a live action Scooby-Doo movie, you would make it like more like Scream.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're maybe like trying to like catch a serial killer or something, especially like if you're going for like a PG-13 or even an R-rated thing, not stopping a kaiju who's trying to absorb human souls. They confirm the existence of human souls in a Scooby-Doo movie. It's weird lore. And I know that like Scooby-Doo gets into some like weird, like mystical stuff, and there are monsters in some of the Scooby-Doo cartoons. And if you really want to get into it, there's kind of like two differing Scooby-Doo timelines, not necessarily just dependent on like when they happen, like in sequence, but like sometimes it's like monsters are real, like Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School, where Shaggy and Scooby are teaching the daughters of like famous like monsters. And they're just like, yeah, she's a vampire girl and that's a Frankenstein girl. And there's a little mummy girl and we're their PE teachers or something.
Okay, I just tweeted and added James Gunn because he does not have DMs available on his socials.
Mm-hmm. What'd you say?
I said, at James Gunn, did you watch Zombie Island and Alien Invaders in that Scooby-Doo movie?
So stay tuned. We'll keep you updated weekly on whether or not James Gunn has responded to that tweet. Tristan, is there anything you want to plug?
You guys can follow me at TAJVUE on Instagram. I post pictures on there and check them out.
Stu, is there anything you would like to plug?
Watch my new movie Lilo and Stitch on
New Wish
on it is on Disney Plus. Thank you.
What? Nobody's gonna ask me if I have anything to plug?
Oh, do you?
Yes. Wakanda forever. Bye.